Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gentleman Gamers Halloween stream after dark. And due to unforeseen circumstances, I have to pre-record this particular episode, but it'll be uploaded and it'll play in the regularly scheduled. I'm just doing it beforehand. So let's finish this. Perhaps that is merely because I remember how much trouble caused me in the past. Seriously though, who actually believe that mansions get given away in contests? What stupid. What do they feed you Mario Brothers anyway? Gullible soup? Your brother came here just to get turned into a painting. It's just terrific. This Mario painting was lonely. I was that Luigi painting as well. Then my gallery will truly be complete. I know for you, fool. I fear only that poltergeist 3000 you carry on your back. Stupid machine. But I am a king of fools. I swear, I shall fear no mere house cleaning device. I must say, I despise the way you vacuumed up all my friends. Don't imagine that I'll flee. I'll fight you like a true boo. Now join your brother. With the Koopa. Luigi.
おやま、ルイージ、
Luigi, you did it. Truly remarkable.
ゲームレジディ、
I
オド、
supplied the
サメの竹、
1,000, but you ran it all the way to the top,
おっと
son.
まあ、み、おや、サメの竹、
Snake, proud, snort, told you.
おや、おやま、へいへい、ウィ、
Found King Boo. You jumped for being a voucher, he even
み、
looked
う
fire
ま
at
か、すくすく、やぼやぼ、
all my years of code for this church. I never heard such a fantastic
へいへい、のじびがぎ、うまか、
My career spanned 60 years, mind you. While I still recall starting as a young, well-built, trembled at the mere thought of the ghost.
そ
Trembled.
いそう、へいへい、すー、てくるわ、
This old brain was ready to think everything. I could sit down and feel the beat of spinning ghost around.
おっ
Just
とま、ぽや、じみじみ、
well, anyway, every brother painting, bring it back to
お
old
ー、
Well, little feathers.
すくすく、しけしけ、やぼやぼ、
Relief and exhaustion. We saw you arrive.
へいへい、すー、サメの竹、おいどろ、
Return your mind to its former state.
おや、み、
I'll be expecting you both.
あ
オメガ、ルイージ、オド、ソースーさん、レジディ、しけしけ、すくすく、のじびがぎ、ウィ、オメガ、おろろ、オド、パンパン、
おいえ
ジレク、おや、ゲー、スー、ほっほっほっ、ケケルホクケ、ジミジミ、オメガ、ルイージ、オ
Put
ド、
your dollars to donuts. Believe me. Love painting. Sir Weston. Keep sure.
Mamma mia. Oh, oh, oh,
Silver Coast was settled. Mr. Egan was so delighted to have all his things returned that he used the treasure Luigi had found to build Luigi a new house. Welcome to Luigi's new mansion. It's not much, but it's mine. So. Can I exit out of here? No, it just does it on its own. Well, let's get everything all set up for the next week. But I kind of wanted to do something else before I go. Make this stream go by a little more. Trusty classic controller here. Take out the Luigi's Mansion GameCube disc. Replace it with Eternal Darkness. There's the game disc right there. Tiny little things. They can only store a gig and a half. Which is kind of amusing. The age where DVDs were a thing. Nintendo decided to use discs that hold, what, a quarter of the storage capacity? Whatever. Well, I'm not going to start Eternal Darkness now. I'm going to just go through my Wii save data. I was kind of curious to see what's still here. It's been a while since I powered on my Wii. Yeah, virtual console. I think these are all on the NES Classic. Oh, no. I don't think Wrecking Crew is. Is Castlevania? Lost Levels definitely isn't. Just got to save data update. Oh. Yeah, that was for a bug in Skyward Sword. And they released this thing as basically their version of a patch. Weird. The Wii had such weird online infrastructure. It was like they kind of bolted it on midway. But anyway, I don't actually own Skyward Sword, but I wanted to keep this event that I do end up buying it. I still have this update because they shut down the Wii Shop channel back in March, I think. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Those are all the SNES Classic. I don't think Kirby's Dream Land 3 is on there. DKC2 isn't on there. That is. Chrono Trigger isn't, actually. And the Super Star Wars trilogy obviously isn't. Neither is Indiana Jones. Cybernator isn't. Neither is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So, I mean, I know I could hack my SNES Classic to add those games into it, but that kind of stuff's always been kind of a headache to me. I mean, I'll probably end up doing it eventually, just not anytime soon. I've actually downloaded all the NES ROMs for, just in case I do ever end up hacking the NES Classic to add all those. So, ToeJam and Earl, still one of my favorite Genesis games. Then I had both Zeldas on N64 Virtual Console. Really? Ah, here's my weird. Yeah, I got the whole Bit Trip series. Beat's really good. Core was really hard. I didn't really like that one. I don't know if I'm too silent or not, so I'm gonna make it a little more intimate. So anyway, yeah, Beat's really good. Core's really hard. Didn't really care for that one. Void was pretty good. It wasn't too difficult, but toward the end it got pretty tough. Runner's a really good one. I played Runner 2. That one's really good, but I don't know. Fate. I didn't play too much of Fate. I don't really remember it. Maybe I'll stream it someday. And then Flux. Didn't like Flux. It was basically just a backwards beat. And they were trying to like make it come full circle or something. I don't know, but I didn't like Flux. Mega Man 9 and 10. 9 was really good. 10, not so much. And Yet It Moves. That's a weird one. I might stream that one as well. It's kind of what I wanted to do with the Twitch channel, was to stream obscure, not often streamed games. So maybe I'll do Any That Moves. Contra Rebirths. That was pretty good. Castlevania The Adventure. Yeah, I think this one was actually a port of a Game Boy game. And I don't know for sure though. And then Cave Story. That one's also really good. Those are all the games I have on my SD card here. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Save data. save data icon. Blocks. Yeah, that was back when Nintendo measured their memory in blocks. Never knew what the byte equivalent to that was. I think it was different for every console anyway, so this doesn't really matter. And bit trip, contra, Mega Man 9, yeah, it moves. DKC returns. No More Heroes 1 and 2. Those are pretty good. I know they re-released No More Heroes 1 to a couple of other systems. I know it's on PS3. I'm not sure if they put it out anywhere else. I don't think they put out No More Heroes 2 anywhere though. I think it's still technically a Wii exclusive. I think. I don't remember. Muramasa. That one's pretty good too. Really pretty. Yeah, that game, the visuals are really, really cool. I think they re-released that on like the Vita or something. Mario Galaxy 2. SMP Star Successor. Oh, Sin and Punishment. Yeah, that one was pretty fun too. Buenos Blob. Really good one. That one's also really good. Again, really pretty. Really cool looking game. Okami. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Which I still think is probably the best version of Resident Evil 4 is probably the Wii Edition. Metroid Prime Trilogy. New Super Mario Bros. Wii Sports Resort. Smash Bros. Brawl. Mario Galaxy. I don't actually own Sin and Punishment. I actually rented that through GameFly years ago. But I can't move it to the SD card. All my other rental save datas are on that. For some reason, they won't let me move that one. What's that? Oh boy. House of the Dead Overkill. That was a good one. I'm gonna say that set like some kind of weird record for like most swear words in a game or something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. Punch Out. Really, really good. Good one. Punch Out on Wii. Yeah, very much stayed true to the formula, but also expanded on it in really meaningful ways. Plus it looks really cool. Dead Space Extraction. That was actually a lot better than it had any right to be honest. It was a light gun game. But yeah, it was really a lot better than it had any right to be. The Blob. That game was okay. It was kind of weird. It had like really weird like communist overtones. Like it was really strange. But the game itself was meh. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. Again, really good. It was not really I guess you could call it a remake reimagining is what they usually call it, but it did a lot of really cool things with the Wii's unique tech. Like you'd actually hold the Wiimote up to your face, like for like you had a cell phone with you, and you had to like do that. And then there was a bunch of other weird stuff, but cool game. Deadly creatures. This one was kind of dumb. We played it as either a tarantula or a scorpion. Like it was like tarantula versus scorpion, and like there's really not much anything else to it. Like you're not like sapient or anything like that, or there's no, you're not on a different planet. You're just kind of just a plain old tarantula, and you're fighting a scorpion. Like you had like attacks, like you would actually like body would like actually like swipe like that. It was really goofy looking. Yeah, and the game itself was Mushroom Man. Mediocre game, awesome soundtrack. The main title, like the main theme, was actually done by Les Claypool, and it was actually featured on his solo album of Fungi and Foe. That's a really cool song. I'm a big Les Claypool fan, so greatest rock bassist ever. Better than Flea. I'll state another argumentative opinion there. Les Claypool is better than Flea. Alright, moving on. Super Paper Mario. And I didn't really play that much of this one. I don't really remember a whole lot of it, to be honest. Mario Land, Shake It. Again, this was a game that actually had like this cool, like hand-drawn, like it looked like an anime cartoon basically. Like the animation was like super fluid and was all like hand-drawn. That was very pretty game, but gameplay itself was Red Steel 2. The first Red Steel was awful. Red Steel 2 though was okay. It was okay. It used the Wii Motion Plus, so because the original Red Steel kind of sold itself on being able to swing your sword and attack and with real time motion control, like movements and stuff, but it didn't really. Pretty much, it could have been called like false advertising, pretty much. But Red Steel 2 did manage to pull it off. Since it used the Wii Motion Plus, you were actually able to do true one-to-one motion swipes, strikes with your sword and all that. So much better game, but overall it was still kind of okay. Mad World. I didn't really like Mad World. I know it has like a huge cult following, but I don't know. was never that into Mad World. It got really repetitive really quick. Again, really striking visual style, but yeah, the game just got old really quick. Ivy the Kiwi. Yeah, this was a cute little game. It was like a puzzle game where you had to lead this cute little kiwi from one place to the other. Yeah, pretty simple premise, but it was okay. It was okay. Metroid Other M. What can be said about Metroid Other M? I actually like how the way that game moves. Like the actual controls themselves. I actually liked it. But the story and the way that they developed Samus as a character, no, not so much. Epic Mickey. That game was a huge letdown. Really awesome premise. The premise was really cool, but the game just was very tedious. Just kind of going back and forth doing fetch quests through like half of it, and like just going back and forth between one world to the next. It doesn't really feel like you're moving forward most of the time. And then the camera was just broken. That part sucked. So yeah, that game was a letdown. Lost in Shadow, what was that one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one where you basically played as a shadow, like up against, like on a wall. I don't know what the premise is. You get like, I don't know, your body gets cursed or something, and you have to climb back to the top of the castle, but you have to do it in the form of a shadow. It was okay. It had a unique gimmick. You could actually control light, and because since you could only move on shadows, you could actually adjust the way the shadows are cast on the walls depending on the perspective of light, and that's kind of how you traverse through the game. Again, it was all right. It was just kind of a one-note gimmick that kind of wore out its welcome fairly quickly. And WarioWare Smooth Moves. I like WarioWare. WarioWare's a movie. Those are fun games. The latest one on 3DS is also really good. Should buy it. Looking forward to whenever they make one for the Switch. But in the meantime, the 3DS one's pretty good. So yeah, that's all the save data. I mean, I've played a whole bunch more other Wii games over the course of its lifespan, but these are all the ones all the data that I saved. So, and I went through all these, didn't I? Yeah. Let's have a look at my GameCube memory cards. Let's see. 2 of them here. Slot A. That's the Luigi's Mansion data I was using. Geist. That one's got its moments. It does. There's some parts that are really irritating, but overall it was good. Batten Kaitos. This game is weird. It's a forgotten JRPG. It was a GameCube exclusive. And I don't think they ever released it on any other platform other than GameCube, actually. I don't think they ever re-released it. Kind of a shame. And the story is like super tropey JRPG cliche. But the look of the game was really bizarre. Like everybody looked like they were in like they were dressed for like a Renaissance era banquet. Like those big frilly collars and those weird kind of tights. The big poofy, I don't know, whatever you call those, I don't know. And then the battle system in this one is really, really cool as well. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll stream that one day too. Pikmin 2. Oh, I played that back in 2015. Sonic Mega Collection. Still the only Sonic compilation, like re-release, that actually includes Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is the best Sonic game ever made. Another controversial opinion. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is better than Sonic 2. Twilight Princess. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. F-Zero GX. Apparently played that one in 2014. Awesome game. That's Smash Brothers Melee. I haven't played it in 2014. That's Eternal Darkness. Zelda the Wind Waker. Killer 7. Finished that one in 2013. Apparently this save data was for disc 2. Awesome game though. Really weird. Like, really, really weird. Yeah, that's definitely a streamer. Rebel Strike. You know, this game kind of really gets a bad rap, which I don't think it really deserves that much. Mainly because of the on-foot missions. Admittedly, they do suck, but like everything else in this game is fantastic. I mean, it has a 2-player co-op mode that's literally just a 2-player version of Rogue Leader. Like, it's literally the entire game, just a 2-player version of it. I mean, it's pretty cool. Come on, you gotta admit that. Where am I at? Time Splitters 2. Voice. And that was an old, really old username that I used to use back in 02, 03, give or take, whenever this came out. Yeah, Rogue Leader. Soul Calibur 2. Last touched this back in 2009. Yeah. Soul Calibur, just the series as a whole, gets such a bad rap. You know, by real fighting game fans. You know, they don't really consider this a serious one for some stupid reason. Fighting game fans are so insufferable sometimes. You know, just because something's accessible to novices doesn't make it bad. And I'm actually looking forward to Soul Calibur 6. That's coming out really soon, actually. I don't know the exact date, but I know it's coming out really soon. Sonic Gems collection. Yeah, that compilation was kind of a letdown. Like the only real reason to buy it was for Sonic CD. Because they had that, it had Sonic R, which is god awful. Sonic the Fighters, which again is really bad. And then a bunch of Game Gear games, which they don't really work on a TV and a GameCube controller. This is another chip. Sonic R. Oh, that's right, they had a separate file for Sonic R data for whatever reason. The Two Thrones. That's a good one. And Warrior Within. Another really good one. Again, that one gets kind of a bad rap for the whole edgelord thing that it goes for. But I mean, it came out in 04, which, you know, if anything, it's a product of its time. Mega Man X collection. This was a pretty good one. Although their version of Mega Man X3 was based on the PlayStation version, and that one, the music in that one was really bad. Like a lot worse than the Super Nintendo one. Fortunately, the Mega Man X Legacy Collection that just came out this year actually uses the SNES version of X3, fortunately. But yeah, for whatever reason, this one used the PlayStation version. Anyway. Mario Kart Double Dash. Last time I played this one was in 05. Wow. I didn't like this one anyway. This one was a huge letdown. The rubber banding AI was really bad in this one. And this was, I think this was the first one where they made the blue turtle shells like explosive, to where like if you were near the first place racer, you would get hit by it as well, just by proximity of the explosion, because you're within the blast radius. That made it suck. And then the battle mode on this one was really bad too. Like the maps on it were just really, really bad. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Yeah. This was pretty good. And Mega Man 1 through 8. So for a while I could play the entire series on my Wii using this Anniversary Collection and then the WiiWare versions of 9 and 10. The weird one about this was the control. For whatever reason, they made jump B and then fire A, which was really weird. I don't know why they did it that way. Because the PS2 and Xbox version had, did it the right way, but I don't know why they swapped the buttons on the GameCube version. It was weird. Oh, Metal Gear. Twin Snake. June 6th, 2004. Wow. Yeah, I think this had all of my, I think this was like my 100% completion run on like extreme difficulty or something, where I unlocked everything, like the tuxedo and the whatever else. You get the bandana. It gives you infinite ammo. Wow, 2004 though, that was the year I graduated high school. Seems like ancient history now. Is anything in slot B? No, just some recent Killer 7 run. Because I know I have another GameCube memory card. Let me see if I can find it. I did find it. Let's get intimate again. Yeah. Oh. This may be the memory card that I got when I first got my GameCube back in 2001, Christmas of 2001. Yeah, I think this may have been my original memory card. Let's see if this other one has any save data. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Do I even have that one anymore? I don't even think I have Chaos Theory on GameCube anymore. It's a good thing too, because the GameCube versions of Splinter Cell were, because Nintendo had a thing against online play, and that was kind of one of the big draws to Splinter Cell, was the online multiplayer. And the GameCube versions just didn't have it, period. Oh, this one had a 2-player co-op mode, like a local co-op, which was pretty good, but yeah, I could probably just yeah, I don't need this. Actually, let me hold on to it. Is that really all this one has? That's 69 blocks. 72. I could just transfer this one over. Pretty much filled out the memory card to the brim, but got some in my eye. Anytime now. Oh, there we go. Now I got a fresh memory card 251. Never got any of these super huge memory cards. I think they eventually made ones that were like 1,000 blocks or something. They got pretty big. I just had the two 251s and then that original 59 channels. Not here. And those are just ones we already saw. And these ones aren't even supported anymore. Neither is that. It's all just legacy tech now. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was interesting. I hope you all enjoyed that little after party for the Luigi's Mansion stream. You can see the header's still down there, even though I stopped playing that. Stopped playing that a while ago. So, how long has this been? We're almost an hour, so this one will still be shorter than the others. But yeah, that's it. I'm glad you managed to stick around for this long and tune in Monday, for that is when we start the Eternal Darkness stream. Thanks.